Topic 16, a prayer for family harmony. There was once a small house at the end of a quiet street, where laughter had slowly faded into echoes and conversations had become whispers of old arguments. Each room carried a different kind of silence, the silence of unspoken fears, the silence of pride too heavy to set down, the silence of wounds no one knew how to name. The family living there still cared for one another, but their hearts had grown fragile from the weight of misunderstandings they never truly addressed. One evening, when tension felt thick enough to choke the air, the youngest daughter, Anna, slipped away to her room. She had watched her parents argue over small things that didn't matter. She had seen her older brother retreat behind closed doors, building a wall of distance because he was tired of choosing sides. She felt helpless, too young to fix anything, yet too loving to ignore what was happening to the people she cherished. So she did the only thing she knew how to do. She knelt by her bedside and whispered a prayer, not loud, not dramatic, but sincere in a way only a child's heart can be. God, please bring peace back to my family. Help us hear each other again. Help us forgive. Help us remember love. As her words filled the quiet room, something softened, for prayers, when spoken from a place of pure hope, often begin working long before anyone notices. That night, her mother paused before speaking harshly and chose gentleness instead. Her father, lying awake, replayed old memories of happier days and felt humility rise like a tide in his chest. Her brother, hearing his parents' footsteps outside his door, whispered, "I miss the way things used to be." None of them knew why their hearts felt lighter, only that something invited them to breathe again. Over the next days, small changes appeared. One apology at the dinner table, one shared smile after weeks of tension, one conversation where someone actually listened instead of defending. The house, once heavy with resentment, slowly began to feel warm again, as if Anna's quiet prayer had opened a window for light to return. And though the family still had disagreements, they now approached them not as enemies, but as people learning how to love each other better. Harmony didn't arrive all at once. It arrived in gentle steps, carried by grace, guided by intention, sustained by love. Anna never told anyone what she prayed that night. She didn't need to. The answer was written in the way her family began to sit together again, laugh again, forgive again. Sometimes the smallest voice in a home becomes the whisper that leads everyone back to peace. And in that little house at the end of the quiet street, harmony didn't just return, it stayed. You stopped trying to control what was never yours to control. Instead, you move with a quiet assurance that God's timing is not late, His plans are not fragile, and His love is not conditional. Your heart settles into the truth that once felt distant. You don't have to know everything to be at peace. You just have to know that God is with you. And because of that, you finally breathe easily again. This is the peace that returns after the breaking. This is the peace born from surrender. This is the peace shaped in the valley but carried onto the mountaintop. And as it fills you, you realize something beautiful. You are no longer merely surviving. You are becoming whole. You whisper softly into this new stillness, "Lord, thank you for giving me a peace the world could never give." And in that whisper, your soul settles, finally, fully, gently, into rest.